Tantra whispers promises of otherworldly connection and esoteric wisdom, drawing you into a world where the sacred meets the forbidden. But in this realm of mystical allure, hidden dangers await. Are you prepared to face the darker side of this spiritual odyssey? As the thread of Tantra weaves through the fabric of consciousness, it tugs at the hearts of those yearning for a deeper union, a fusion of the divine with the sensual. It beckons with the siren's call, mesmerizing with its ancient rituals, its potent energy work, and its enigmatic teachings that fuse together the threads of spirituality and sexuality. In the pursuit of transcendence and the ecstasy of awakening, Tantra's path is strewn with rose petals and thorns alike. But beyond the heady incense smoke and the hypnotic drumbeats lies a terrain less traversed, a shadowscape where every step upon this sacred ground can echo with unintended consequences. It is a space where uncharted depths can ensnare the psyche in a web of confusion, where the elixirs of enlightenment can also become potions of peril. Through the lens of caution, we will explore the aspects seldom whispered about beyond closed temple doors. What unfolds is a narrative that balances on the knife edge of spirituality, a tale of light and darkness, of ascension and decline. Our passage into the heart of Tantra is not to deter or undermine its profound beauty, but to navigate its waters with reverence and circumspection. Let us embark on this journey together, uncovering the stark realities that may lie in wait as we delve into the other side of spiritual intimacy. Danger. Number 1. Fractured harmonies. Like an ill-tuned orchestra, a superficial understanding of Tantra can create dissonance where there should be harmony. Amidst the search for closeness, couples entangle themselves unwittingly in expectations that vibrate out of sync, leading to frustrated desires and unachieved intimacies. The depth of connection that Tantra promises necessitates an unfathomable openness, a level of mutual understanding that, when assumed rather than cultivated, can pull at the seams of even the strongest fabric of a relationship. Thus, two souls eager for unity find themselves adrift, their connection frayed by the very practices they believed would weave them closer together. Danger number 2. Echoes of disrespect. The rich tapestry of Tantra's heritage, woven from threads millennia old, is too often unraveled and repurposed into a paler, lifeless form. It is the echo of disrespect that resounds when ancient practices are plucked from sacred soil and repackaged for the casual seeker, devoid of the reverential weight they carry. This cultural disregard is not just an affront to tradition, it robs the practitioner of the profound structure and purpose that Tantra embodies. As the depth of a culture's heart song is muted, replaced by a simpler melody lacking in soul, the vibrant tapestry fades into a monochromatic shadow of its former self. Danger number 3, the storm within. Herein lies the consequence of mistaking Tantra for mere physical exploration, the churning of an unseen storm beneath one's skin. Without the compass of guidance, the vessel of the self steers into tumultuous waters of physical and emotional imbalance. Sacred sexual rites, when commodified and stripped of their spiritual backbone, become an unguided journey through a maze of energy with the potential to overwhelm and unsettle. The Kundalini serpent stirs, not with the graceful awakening of consciousness, but in abrupt, confused spirals that can toss the voyager into a sea of instability. This is the storm within, a tempest of untapped, misdirected energies that can buffet the body and psyche, leaving in its wake a landscape yearning for the tranquility of spiritual balance. Danger number 4. Torrents of energy. Imagine standing beneath a waterfall where the cascading droplets promise rejuvenation. What if those soothing streams unexpectedly became a relentless deluge? This mirrors the risk of energy overload in tantric practices. As one channels the divine forces, the floodgates to the heavens might swing wide open, and the sacred current can turn into an uncontrollable torrent. This celestial inundation can transform the seeker's inner landscape as swiftly as a storm transforms a valley. Subtle channels designed for grace and flow drown in excess, and vital energy centers, our chakras, become whirlpools of intensity. The vessel, unprepared for the force of these torrents, may become an echo chamber for resonant energy that seeks an outlet but finds none, leading to burnout, blockages, and a soul drenched in too much light. Danger number 5. Chains of the spirit. Beyond the physical realms, Tantra weaves through the spiritual, introducing us to altitudes that defy ordinary perception. Yet ascend too swiftly, and one may find themselves tethered to heights without the means to soar independently. This danger is spiritual dependency. In seeking freedom, the seeker might become enchained to transcendental experiences, reliant on tantric methods for any sense of spiritual esteem or progress. Rather than a gateway to self-discovery, Tantra can become a fortress of dependency, each practice a stronghold reinforcing the seeker's captivity. Here, the very tools designed to liberate become shackles, binding awareness to external rituals rather than nurturing the inner sanctum of the soul's own boundless nature. Danger number 6. The vanishing self. In the depths of tantric communion, the boundaries that define us soften, inviting a union unspoiled by ego or separateness. Yet tread this path without mindful steps, and one risks the vanishing self. The dissolution of boundaries, while sacred, can erode the bedrock of personal identity, for in the ethereal dance with the infinite, the soul may lose the rhythm of its own essence, the melody of individuality become muted amidst the symphony of oneness. As barriers fade, personal space becomes an open threshold, subject to merging not only with the divine, but also with energies and wills beyond our own. It is the threshold upon which sovereignty can slip through our fingers like fine sand, leaving behind a void where the self once stood sovereign. Only by honoring the integrity of one's personal confines can the seeker dance with the cosmos without losing their footprints in the sands of existence. Danger number 7. The echoes of the abyss. The tapestry of the mind is delicate, and in its intricate weave, Tantra can inadvertently tug at the threads of past sorrows, unraveling scars into open wounds. The echoes of the abyss resound when ancient practices meant for healing unwittingly summon the specters of psychological trauma. The seeker, poised on the precipice of transformation, may confront not the soft whisper of rebirth, but the piercing screams of re-traumatization. This spiritual excavation, absent the vigilant eye of a learned guide, risks not only amplifying the dormant agonies, but embedding them more deeply into the seeker's soul. As energies intended to wash away the old stir the sediment instead, the trauma magnifies, turning the seeker's inner sanctuary into a haunting echo chamber where old ghosts roam with renewed vigor. Danger number 8. The Icarian Illusion. Upon the heights of spiritual transcendence, a perilous mirage can form. The Icarian Illusion, the seductive belief in one's newfound grandeur and spiritual indestructibility. Here the seeker, caught in the golden glow of their own progress, succumbs to a hubris that whispers of their ascent above the mere mortals who trod the earth below. This false summit snags the soul, tempting it with the nectar of spiritual superiority, intoxicating it until the path forward is lost to a fog of vanity. The Icarian Illusion is the deceptive splendor that unfurls its wings too close to the sun, and in the fervor of flight, the seeker may forget the gravity that binds them to the very essence of their human experience, their waxen wings melting in the blaze of their ego's fire. Danger number 9. The serpent's embrace. Tantra opens the gate to profound depths of connection and trust, yet in this vulnerability lies the serpent's embrace. Mastery over such intimate realms bestows upon teachers and partners an immense reservoir of influence, primed for exploitation should their intentions stray from the sacred. The serpent coils silently, its guise that of wisdom and benevolence, while beneath scales lays the potential for manipulation. In this trust misplaced, the sacred energy exchange distorts, twisting from a dance of equals to a marionette's performance dictated by the serpent's subtle puppetry. The manipulation is insidious, a quiet theft of will masked by the allure of accelerated spiritual advancement. The serpent's embrace is the charmer's song, alluring the seeker further into vulnerability, ensnaring their sovereignty with silken cords disguised as threads of light. Danger number 10. The veil of denial. Within the sacred corridors of Tantra, there slinks a shadow, a wraith-like tendency to drape over the raw authenticity of human feeling. This veil of denial is a spiritual smokescreen, a near-invisible fabric that whispers the perilous lie. To be enlightened is to be unfeeling. As practitioners cloak themselves in this illusion, the spectrum of their emotions narrows, hues of pain and ecstasy alike are dimmed, and a chilling numbness sets in. This desensitization is the heart retreating into a cocoon of supposed spiritual fortitude, where tears are stifled by mantras and laughter is muffled by meditative silence. The danger in this veiled existence is profound emotional detachment, not only from one's own spirit, but from the resonant chords of humanity that connect us all. Danger number 11. The siren's lethargy. The call of Tantra can be entrancing, luring the unwary away from the tangible pulse of day-to-day life into a mirage where the mundane is dismissed as lesser, as unworthy. In the clutches of the siren's lethargy, the seeker is seduced into believing that spiritual practices grant carte blanche to drift from responsibility. With every retreat into the tantric escape, the shorelines of reality grow distant, and the sands of practical duty slip unattended through the fingers. Loved ones become blurred silhouettes against the backdrop of spiritual pursuit, and societal roles become relics of an abandoned life. This lethargy is the siren's song sedating the seeker's vigilance, a melody so bewitching it can lull the most fervent wanderer into a trance, forgetting that spirituality and worldly duty are not opposing forces but kindred strands woven into the fabric of existence. Danger number 12. The mirage of descent. On the arid plains where Tantra and expectation meet, there flickers a mirage of descent. A disillusionment mirroring the heat waves of a desert's breath distorts the fertile oasis of spirituality into a mirage of discouragement and betrayal. The seeker, parched and weary, begins to view their once revered practices with a jaded eye, doubting the authenticity of their past experiences, the integrity of their guides, and even the very roots of their spiritual beliefs. This is the most forbidding of illusions, a haunting challenge where the divine is called into question and the rug of faith is pulled out, leaving the seeker in a freefall through the depths of spiritual skepticism. Disillusionment casts its spell subtly, and the fervor that once fueled the march towards enlightenment flickers out, leaving behind the ashes of a dream that now seems entirely too ephemeral. As we weave together the threads of caution and curiosity, remember that the journey through Tantra is as intricate and varied as the tapestry of life itself. In its truest essence, Tantra is transformation incarnate, but awareness and balance are the guides we must invoke to navigate its depths. While we've shone a light on the shadows that may emerge, let them not deter but rather empower your path with informed respect and conscientious practice. May your exploration of this ancient art be both enlightening and earthed, full of wonder yet wise to the winds that whisper warnings. Pursue this path with an open heart and a steady mind, ever vigilant, forever striving for harmony between the spiritual and the tangible. We welcome your reflections and insights on this expedition through Tantra's less traversed corridors. Comment below to share your perspective, like if you've found value in our discourse, and subscribe for more explorations into the kaleidoscopic realms of spiritual growth. Embark with us at Sage Snippets, where wisdom meets wonder, and every step on the path is a chapter in your story of self-discovery. Until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and may your journey be filled with light.